ready. Are you ready?
I am ready and we are live. Hey, welcome everyone. This is ACDC, Araceli and Colette, the Dynamics Change. And my name is Araceli and I am a transition wealth advisor. And I love helping single professional women rearrange their finances so they can get ahead quicker and get on with their lives when they're going through transition. And I'm also a real estate investor. And I'm here with my partner, Colette. Colette, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name is Colette Raba. I'm a residential real estate broker in the GTA. And I'm trying to wear some green. I don't own any green
I
because,
know.
yes, today is our very lucky, and I'm so excited today because it is St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I'm not Irish, but we have the luck of the Irish with us today. And
Yes.
I just wanted to introduce you to my friend,
Yeah.
my gnome. He's my lucky charm. I have him in my office usually up on a shelf, but today I thought he's perfect to show you guys. We're doing a great giveaway today, an LCBO card for $100. So thank you, Nomi. We are going to have this contest run till um,
Next.
our next episode next week, Wednesday. We're going to announce the winner. So
Mhm.
if you'd like to win this $100 gift card, we have a couple things we'd like you to do. I'm going to put him down because he is quite heavy.
Yeah.
But so we want you to do a couple things. Do we want to talk about the rules now, or
Yeah, talk about it now before we get started. And all of the stuff is down below, so you know what it is.
okay?
But there is an email address that you need to send us your name, your address, and your phone number. And just make sure that this is for Mississauga only. Actually, do we want to do it in the GTA
Uh,
or just Mississauga?
we can open it up to GTA. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
just
anywhere in the GTA, if you are in the Ontario GTA, you can send us your name, address, and phone number. So what are the rules, Colette, to enter the contest?
remember who do I point to. So enter if you want to enter to win. You need a couple things. So first of all, you got to follow our YouTube channel. So the link is below.
Hmm.
Send us your name, email, or sorry, not your email, your regular address so we can mail it to you, and
Hmm.
phone number. And we have a skill testing question, and the question will be at the end of the show. So you have to stay tuned and listen to get the answer. So
Yeah.
the answer as well. Did I miss anything? Is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay. Are you?
So this show today. So
Yes, and we have a great
yeah.
subject today has to do with luck too. And do you need luck to be a real estate investor?
Hmm.
We love this question because we are so in love with the process of buying real estate for investing. I know you guys probably get bombarded with workshops and seminars and spend $1,000 and we'll give you all the information and all that
Hmm.
stuff. And it's really hard to navigate through all of that to really figure out, what's real and what's not.
That's
How
right.
do I do this? How do I get started? Do I start big? Do I start small? So that's something that we get these questions all the time, and especially with finances, and especially the way real estate is these days. Whew, it's a long answer, but let's get started, shall we? We have some
Yeah. So
content.
there is, we have actually five different things to tell you today that how you can get, actually, how can you create your own luck in real
Yeah,
estate investing?
yeah.
Because, yeah, there is some, I believe that there is a little bit of a tint of luck, but
It's
the
not.
thing is, there is certain things that you can control that will make you a lucky person in real estate.
I want to say finesse, maybe.
Yes, maybe.
Better word.
Okay, so the
Leveraging. Yeah.
number one, Colette, what is that?
Oh, number one is work with experts like us because really that saves you so much time and energy. You're not the first person to slice the apple or whichever term you want to say. We've done this already. We've done several different ways of investing in real estate. We can give you all that information if you work with us, and we will walk you through this whole process. And like I said on last episode, Araceli and I are actually working on a very good, informative um, workshop. Do you want to call it that, or something? We're creating something. We're creating
Mm-hmm.
really great content for you guys out there to safely invest, to feel confident when you're investing. So this is one of the things why you work with an expert is to build your confidence. If you're a beginner, don't do this by yourself.
Yeah.
That's how people lose money. And
There's so many. It's like a puzzle, right? And you got to put all the pieces together. And sometimes if you don't have one, that's it. The deal is not going through. It's not happening.
but how hard is it to
It's
build
very,
that
it's,
puzzle first without having somebody that's ever done a puzzle before and say, hey, listen, there's a strategy behind doing this puzzle in a timely manner and doing it really well.
yeah.
Maybe building a puzzle, you think, okay, well, I can figure it out myself. I'll eventually get there. But why would you struggle with it and take so much time when you have a partner or if you have the experts to say, hey, I've done puzzles like this before. Let me give you some advice. Let me
Let me show you a shortcut.
right, or let me show you the way. And even if you insist on doing it yourself, great, awesome, do it yourself. But let us help you guide you. So at least there's value behind the experts that actually know what they're doing. We're not
Mhm.
go crazy and make you spend money that you don't have. So we always want to keep you safe and confident. That's the key of hiring an expert. What's number two?
Number two, know your numbers. And this is a big one because a lot of people, they just come in or they want to jump into real estate investing without knowing their financial position. And I'm talking about first knowing yourself where you are, what resources you have available, where there is money, or you have people, maybe you have lines of credits. What is it that you want, and what is your, first of all, your financial position? And then what are you willing to do? Right?
The other thing too is there's lots of different ways of getting your finances figured out and how much you can actually spend safely and how much you can afford. Let's say talk to a mortgage agent too. So let's
Mhm.
say you own a property and you want to use the HELOC. So there's so many different ways to do this. So again, if you're by yourself, it's so hard to navigate all this stuff. You talk to us first. Going back to number one, work with the experts. We'll help you not just with the confidence, but also figuring out what kind of investor you want to be.
Exactly.
Number three,
Yee.
number three is
Number three is know your strategy.
yeah. sorry, sorry. Was number three mine? Sorry.
No, it was supposed to be yours, but that's okay.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, so number three, so know your strategy is all about, that also goes, so these all intertwine. So
Yeah.
all the five things intertwine with each other because knowing your means part of the strategy is knowing your numbers. And knowing your numbers, you work with an expert too to say, okay, what are my numbers? So they're all combined, and to know the strategy means, who are like find out what. And Araceli and I have talked about this in previous shows. Know your exit strategy. That is one of the big things that a lot of these workshops and a lot of these people don't actually tell you. The first thing you got to do, or one of the first things you got to do, is know your exit strategy. When are you going to sell? Who are you going to sell to? Who's your target market? All these things have to do with getting out,
Hmm.
getting money out. So that is huge for us to know your strategy
Hmm.
even before you get started. So you don't have to spend any money yet. You figure out the strategy first.
Exactly. I love working with paper because in paper you can make all this kind of scenarios
Right,
without spending any money, right? And
right,
then that how you can be prepared. Because the strategy for somebody that has a few $100,000 for somebody that does not have, right, but they
right.
have a good income and they have some cash flow available, then it's completely different. So that's why it's important to know where you are and also how much do you want to do.
Right. And
Want to
that
be an active investor? Do you want to be a passive investor?
right.
So
That goes back to knowing your numbers, talking to the experts, because this is all something that we never want you to feel that um, we want you to have the confidence. We want you to have the reassurance that you have experts behind you. That we have done this already. We are very conservative when it comes to numbers as well. So
mhm,
we're not these types of people that, oh, we're write this little number in because it doesn't look good on paper. No, no, no. We tell you the truth. We're gonna go through everything with you, and it's something that when you're ready. That's the thing. We're not here to push you. You
Yeah.
have to be ready. So once you know your strategy, your numbers, you have your experts lined up, you have your team, then you know, okay, let's move forward. And number four,
Is you have to seek those opportunities.
yeah,
So now you have basically exactly what you're looking for. Now you can start asking questions, doing research, and working with your realtor, which is, who it is, right? And to get that property ready for you,
well,
right?
thing. So going back again, when you seek opportunities, once you know your strategy of what you want and you know how your exit strategy, your end, how much you want to make, all those numbers with your experts. You can even role play before you even get into this opportunity. But if
Mm-hmm.
somebody says to you, hey, so I have people call me all the time say, hey, I need a private investor. I'm looking for somebody who has X number of dollars. I'm not going to go into detail, but I get these questions all the time. So when people pose, one side or the other to me, we don't know what we like, who we know, and you being in the mix of saying, listen, I am an investor. I have X number of dollars. I'm looking for an opportunity. This is what number four is. If there are opportunities out there, listen to your friends. Tell them what you're looking for. And you never know where these opportunities come from. But number five is the most important, I think, out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You may disagree with me, but this is usually the hardest step for everybody to get to. And number five is the big number five, action. That is number five. You have to take action. Once you have four, you have your experts, you know your numbers, you know your strategy, you seek the opportunities or you have an opportunity. Number five is to jump. Hardest thing for people to do because they didn't do number one. Don't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, if you have already worked through all of the steps, if you know your financial position, your strategy, and you have an opportunity. So if you're seeking for an opportunity, believe me, the opportunity will present itself. So if it's there in front of you and the numbers make sense, you need to jump at it and do it, because a lot of people, they just go and have lots of courses. They read a lot of things, but
Right,
they end up doing nothing because they're not sure.
right.
But
And
if you follow these steps, you'll be prepared to have the last step, which is action.
right. And then, if things get dicey, you can always get the LCBO
That's right.
little drink on us.
That's right.
So,
Exactly.
okay, well that's great. So we have the five steps. So let's go through the five steps again. So number one is work with experts and that lady. Know your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Number three,
What is your strategy? Pick up strategy that you're going to do it.
and number four,
Number four is seek opportunities.
yeah, and the
And
big
number five,
just do it.
action.
Action. Absolutely. So to win the contest, this is the other thing. So you want to enter to win the LCBO. So our contest question is, all you have to do when you email us your name, phone number, and your address, along with the question, the answer to this question is, what is number four?
What is the strategy? Yeah, what is the step number four?
Right. So don't say the answer.
Well, I'm not going to say the answer. I'm just saying, what is number four?
Yeah. So what's number four? What's our
Mhm.
step number four?
And
So
we're looking forward to get somebody a $100 card.
I know. I hope you're inviting us too to have a drink with you, and we can talk real estate.
Yeah.
That's part of the deal. Yeah. But anyway, so we just want to say, like, whenever somebody is thinking about investing in real estate and they really don't know where to start, it's really quite simple, and it's really those five steps. If you delve into them a little bit, and we will also delve into
Mhm.
it a little bit, We will be offering some ebooks. We're going to be offering very, very shortly. We're time is difficult for us because we are both very busy. So, but
Mhm.
we do love to give you content. That's what this show is all
Mhm.
about. But we will be offering that soon.
Yeah.
So keep in touch if you even want any of the information that if you want to be on a mailing list as far as getting what we're saying in writing, please, you have the email. It's find me at the happy home. Send us an email. Even if you don't want to enter to win the contest, you can always use this email to ask us more questions.
Yep. And exactly.
Yeah, and then just
So
whatever
the
you need, we will always answer you if you give us a quick email. Okay,
the more you ask, the better, because then we can provide that information to you. We know what everybody wants. And one of the things that I just want to say, just to finalize what Colette said, is that uh, getting into real estate investing is simple, but it is not easy. So that is the difference. I think that a lot of people are oversimplifying it, which is okay, because it's really actually quite simple, but it is not easy to put everything together. That is where the real art comes in. I believe that is an art. There is a sequence, but at the end of the day, you have to master all of those pieces in order to be successful at it.
well, I think there's two words. When you were saying simple, I think you have to add the word strategy. So it's a simple strategy, but you have to make sure that you follow the steps. It's just like anything else, weight loss. Finding a spouse, or
A
like
partner.
a partner. It's all part and parcel. If you don't have a strategy, it's very hard to lose weight if you don't have a strategy, if you don't have a plan. So it's the same thing with real estate investing. It's the same.
Same with finances. If you want to get better, get out of debt, all of that kind of thing is the same thing. If you follow a plan, and believe me, plans never go 100% what you say, but if they give you a line, something to follow, and then you course correct, and but you already have the destination, which is the important part. So
It's just like I want to say this weight loss too. Like it's all about using an expert, having a trainer, having somebody who knows your nutrition, and putting a plan together. And then you have to pick up a plan. So it's really the same thing with real estate investing. You have a strategy, you have a plan, you have the expert to help you along. Really, there's a way to do this that gives you confidence that
yeah,
and then you
perfect.
have too, right?
Yeah.
Each time.
That's right. So thank you, Colette, for showing us the gnome. That's awesome. And we're looking forward to your answer uh,
Yeah.
via email. And we will, remember, we'll be announcing the winner next week. So until then, bye bye.
Thanks for joining us.